Good evening, everyone. Hey, there we go. There we go. Want to welcome everybody to the WCHOF Hall of Fame Contemporary Music Series. We do this once a month. We're actually doing one again next week with Matt Jordan here in this room. Amazing Americana country artist. So please come back and check that out as well. As always, we wanted to give a special shout out to Rex and Jeannie Singfield for making all this possible. Silverback, you make it sound so good. Heil, and all the staff here at the WCHOF Hall of Fame and the Chess Club. Really excited tonight. I guess you are a hometown girl, even though you were born in Minnesota. And now she is living in Nashville, one of my favorite singer-songwriters. So glad to have her back in St. Louis, especially in this space where I think her voice is going to mesmerize you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erin Bode.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I just want to thank Brian for having us here this season. It is always such a pleasure to be able to play here at the World Chess Hall of Fame. What an awesome room and organization and audience, and we're just really grateful to be here. And just to dissipate any of the confusion, I know that we were billed as featuring a guitar player, Marco Grillo. All three of us were looking forward to getting to play with him while he was here, but just days before he was supposed to fly to the U.S., he and his family got salmonella poisoning, which I know, and it actually was like so bad. It was there was a restaurant that they wrote a newspaper article about, which is, yeah, it's terrible. It was dozens of people. So, but he will return at some point, and I will keep you posted about that. Yes. I know. I know that I've kind of ruined the mood even before we've started. So, yeah, stick with us, people. I'm sorry. But yes, these two men are two of my very favorite people to work with anywhere. And we're excited to be playing some of our favorite songs for you tonight. And I'll kind of introduce you to them a little bit more as we go on this evening. But we're going to start off with a song that I recorded back in 2006. Written by our dear friend Adam Manis, and this is the first track off of my album called Over and Over. This is Holiday. Every time I see you looking blue, I feel like crying. It's an autumn painted sky I'm holding to. Every time I see you start to fall, my heart goes flying. There's a caution underneath the yellow moon. Every time I see the falling leaves, I start to feel like I used to. Back when late October fade was feeling right. Every time a street light flashes by my car, I see you. It's not too late to get it straight, to get it right. If my heart should break, I can't blame the season. It's the chance I'll have to take. I put all my fortune, for a holiday. Everywhere I go, it seems to me you're right there with me. It's an autumn painted sky I'm holding to. Everywhere I've been, it seems to me I might have been too. Caution underneath the yellow moon. Every time I see the falling leaves, I start to feel like I used to. Back when late October fade was feeling right. Every time a street light flashes by my car, I see you. It's not too late to get it straight, to get it right.
for a holiday.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, I feel like you guys know me way better than audiences usually know me by this point in the concert because of that Q&A. You know all of my thoughts and feelings about pretty much everything. And I mentioned that my number one desert island record would have to be Graceland, and appropriately, we're going to play that song for you right now. I have really fond memories of when we got this album because it was Christmas of, I guess it would have been '86, and CD players had just come out recently. My dad brought home our very first 5-disc Sony changer. Yeah, I know, it was so high tech, and but there weren't many CDs at the time. Like, they were kind of hard to come by. So he brought the 5-disc changer and 1 CD. And it was Graceland, which is good because you can listen to it 5 times in a row and it never gets old. So we'll do this one for you. I got to record a version of this on the same album, actually, over and over. And here we go.
Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. I am following the river down the highway through the cradle of the Civil War. I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. Poor boys and pilgrims and families, we are going to Graceland. And my traveling companion is 9 years old. He is the child of my first marriage. But I've reason to believe we both will be received in Graceland. He comes back to tell me he's gone, as if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed, as if I never noticed the way he brushed his hair from his forehead. And he says, losing love is like a window in your heart. Well, everybody sees you're blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. In Graceland, in Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland. Poor boys and pilgrims and families, we are going to Graceland. And my traveling companion is a ghost in empty sockets. I'm looking at ghosts and empties. But I've reason to believe we all will be received in Graceland. calls herself the human trampoline. And sometimes when I'm falling, flying, and tumbling in turmoil, I say, well, this is what she means. She means we're bouncing into Graceland. And I can see losing love is like a window in your heart. Well, everybody sees you're blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. In Graceland, in Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland. For reasons I cannot explain, there's some part of me wants to see Graceland. And I may be obliged to defend every love and every ending, or maybe there's no obligations now. Maybe I've reason to believe we all will be received in Graceland. In Graceland. Oh, in Graceland. In Graceland.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So sticking on the subject of Paul Simon, there's a really great documentary making of that album that came out probably a decade or so after he released it, but it's Paul Simon kind of explaining the process, and I remember him saying that he felt that the song Graceland was maybe one of his best songs, and I would have to agree with him on that. I've studied Paul Simon a lot. He is one of my favorites. And there's a really great book by Paul, I think it's Zoller, or is that right? Okay, good. Anyway, it's a collection. He interviewed songwriters on songwriting, and it's a collection of, all of your favorite songwriters. But the Paul Simon chapter is quite long. And he says in it that, and this gave me a lot of encouragement when I was trying to glean things from his work, that there were often times in his writing that he would write a phrase or a passage or a verse, and it wasn't until years later that he actually realized what he meant when he wrote it. And I tell you this because it applies to the song that we're about to do for you, because I've been singing it for years and I'm still not quite sure what it means. This is the title track of our 2006 album. Adam and I wrote this song. It's called Over and Over.
Over and over conversations play. Every word I say is strong, I know. Going on and out of sight are all the same. And you've heard, I know. Say it's a good time to let it go. In the middle of the night when the lights can spend all of our money. Every single sign looks the other way. Is it gone? Is it out of sight? Over and over conversations play in your humble way, in your mind. Going on and out of sight, it's yesterday, and you want to pray for your life. Say, it's a good time to let it go. In the middle of the night when the lights are low. Oh wait, there's a calm in the bitter cold. In the middle of the night when the lights are low. Over and over almost every day. Things you didn't say won't let you go. Or maybe next time you can find a better way. Well, it's cold, it's cold, I know. Say, it's a good time to let it go. In the middle of the night when the lights are low. Oh wait, there's a calm in the bitter cold. In the middle of the night when the lights are low. In the middle of the night when the lights are low. In the middle of the night when the lights are low.
Thank you. So, another thing that you know about me that I don't have to explain now is the really fun project that I've been doing for the last few years of recording songs on request for people. And the one that we're going to do for you now is a beautiful song by Mason Jennings. And I actually sung this as the first dance for a wedding about 15 years ago. And it came to be Valentine's Day about 4 years ago. And I got an email from the groom of that wedding, and he wanted to give his wife a version of me singing it for her Valentine's Day gift. And I just thought, what a sweet gesture. And it was a song I had never heard when I sang it the first time. I hadn't sung it since, but I'm really grateful that he asked me to record it because it's one of my favorite songs to sing now. I just think this is a brilliantly written song, such a beautiful sentiment. And I did record this and put it on an album that I've released of those songs that people have requested from me. It's a collection of some of my favorites that I've done so far. And the album is called Your Song, Volume 1, which indicates I'm collecting songs for the next one, so I'm excited about that. But this is Be Here Now.
Be here now, no other place to be. and just sit here dreaming of how life would be if we were somewhere better, somewhere far away from all our worries. But here we are. You are the love of my life. Be here now, no other place to be. All the doubts that linger, just set them free, and let the good things happen. Let the future come into each moment like a rising sun. You are the love of my life. Yeah, you are the love of my life. Yeah, you know you are. Sun comes up and we start again. 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 It's all new today. All we have to say is be here now. Be here now, no other place to be. This whole world keeps changing, so come change with me. And everything that's happened, all that's yet to come, is here inside this moment. It's the only one. You are the love of my life. Yeah, you are the love of my life. Oh yeah, you know you are. Sun comes up and we start again. 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 It's all new today. All we have to say is be here now. Oh, be here now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So if you follow me on social media, which I would love it if you did, I will warn you that I mostly only post pictures of stuff that I'm looking at. I mean, it's mostly just nature photographs. So if you're into that kind of thing, please join me. And you probably are aware of the beautiful, wonderful supermoon that we had recently. Yeah, I got some nice photos of that. And the moon is one of my favorites, and so we're going to do some songs about the moon. This first one I like in particular because there are songs written about the moon in its various forms. You know, you have songs about blue moons, pink moons, harvest moons, blue moons. Did I say blue moons already? Anyway. I like this one because it talks about what happens to us when there's no moon at all.
No moon at all, what a night. Even lightning bugs have dimmed their lights. Stars have disappeared from sight, and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. It's the perfect chance to park when there's no moon at all. Should we want atmosphere for inspiration, dear? One kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all. We want atmosphere or inspiration, dear. One kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all. No moon.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad you're into the moon. Sounds like just as much as I am. So this one, I think, is a very clever idea because, the concept of daylight savings time gets kind of a bad rap. Some people are cool with it. Some people greatly oppose it. But I think everyone could get behind the concept of a moonlight savings time so we have more time for love.
There ought to be a moonlight savings time so I can love that man of mine until the birdies wake and chime good morning. There ought to be a law in clover time to keep that moon out over time, to keep each lover's lane in rhyme till dawning. You better hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, get busy today. You better croon a tune to the man in the moon, and here's what I'd say. There ought to be a moonlight savings time so I can love that man of mine until the birdies wake and chime good morning. Savings time so I can love that man of mine until the birdies wake and chime good morning. There ought to be a law in clover time to keep each moon out over time, to keep each lover's lane in rhyme till dawning. till the birdies begin chiming good morning. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, say good morning.
Thank you. I need to take this opportunity to introduce you to my dear friends here. They're doing such an incredible job, and I know we're having a great time. You've been listening to this gentleman here for decades here in St. Louis, and 25 minutes so far tonight. I first got to know Steve when I was attending Webster University, and I'd see him around the halls, and I was a great admirer of his work. But he was head of the jazz department. I was studying vocal performance, so I got to hear him on concerts, but didn't get to work with him until only the last several years, which is a great joy in my life. I'm really grateful for this incredibly talented man who you hear him at the Muni. You hear him at the Fox, you hear him with the St. Louis Symphony, and he is responsible for most of the arrangements that you're hearing tonight. This is the legendary Steve Schenkel on guitar. And I'm so grateful to have been introduced to this great man here just a few years ago. And I've gotten to work with him several times. He's such a talented player and somebody who is just a delight to work with and be around, a great friend, very talented. This is Eric Stiller on the bass. So I hope we have some Stevie Wonder fans here. Okay, good. Yes, yeah. We've got a couple Stevie Wonder songs for you. I've had the privilege of recording a couple of them. This one that we're about to do for you was a request. Another one that somebody came to me and asked me if I would record a version of this. And what was cool about this request was that he was about to turn 60. This was one of his favorite songs, and he just wanted it for himself. This is from Stevie Wonder's album, The Secret Life of Plants, which is one of his lesser known but brilliant collections of songs. And this one, he wrote these songs, I guess, inspired by the book or the movie, The Secret Life of Plants, which explores the idea that plants have emotions and feelings, and they respond to their surroundings and to even the humans that are around them with their feelings. And this song is called Power Flower.
Pen is my name. I live outside the door. I have to keep the score of things around you. Fire and air, with water I prepare. I am the piper at the gates of dawn. It's not magic, it's not madness, just the elements I style. And I guarantee faithfully I will never go until all is said and done. In a twinkling I'll be gone, but excuse me, I have so much more to do. Do 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 do. Fancy I feel in childlike tap I'll steal. Look twice, my friend, it's not the wind at all. You never see what you refuse to be. The power in the sea. is believing. It's not magic, it's not madness, just the elements I style. And I guarantee faithfully I will never go until all is said and done. In a twinkling I'll be gone. But excuse me, I have so much more to do. It's not madness, just the elements I style. And I guarantee faithfully I will never go until all is said and done. In a twinkling I'll be gone. But excuse me, I've so much more. Thank you. Thank you. I just put together, so the next song we're going to do is another Stevie Wonder song. And I just put together that he has that line in Power Flower that at the beginning of the chorus, it's not magic, it's not madness. But this song is called If It's Magic. So he had that was mulling around in his head, I guess, the concept of magic. What is it? So this is one I got to record on my very first record, which is called Don't Take Your Time. And this was a song I'd been listening to since I was a really little kid, and I loved it so much, and the idea of including it on my very first record seemed appropriate because it's something that had kind of gotten me to this place of making an album in the first place. So... If it's magic, then why can't it be everlasting? Like the sun that always shines, like the poet's endless rhyme, like the galaxies in time. Oh, if it's pleasing, then why can't it be never leaving? Like the day that never fails, like on seashores there are shells, like the time that always tells, it's magic, then with it why aren't we as careful as making sure we dress in style, posing pictures with a smile, keeping danger from a child. Why can't we make it everlasting? Like the lifetime of the sun. It will leave no heart undone, for there's enough for everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Stevie.
All right, so you want to do that? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we touched on a lot of very appropriate things, Brian, in our talk, because we're about to do 2 Beatles songs too. The not so handsome Beatles, you know, they were so-so. No, I know you didn't say that. I love the Beatles, and these are 2 of my very favorites to sing. And Steve and I've got a little smash up for you.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the girl I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why had to go, I don't know. He wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. I give him all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love him too. And I love him. He gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, he brings to me, and I love him. A love like ours will never die, as long as I have him near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love him. A love like ours will never die, as long as I have him near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love him, and I love him, and I love him, and I love him. Thank you. Thanks. I like it. I like the cha-cha.
Yeah, Steve did a cha-cha for us. Thank you, Steve. Got me moving. So Adam and I wrote this song, Adam Manis, and I wrote this song for an album that we put out in 2010. It's our album called Photograph, and just in case you ever wonder, I go through kind of cycles of my favorite things that we've been able to put together, and Photograph is on my list. It's at the top right now of a collection of songs that I'm really happy that I got to put down on paper and on tape. And this is a song called To Lose.
These cloudy autumn days may march and hurry through. We don't care what they say, we don't care what they do. Even if the roof is falling down, even if the walls are caving in, we should stay safe and sound. your confidence may go. If nothing else survives, you can use what I know. Anytime that you like, you don't have to think about it much. It could be as easy as I say. Everything that you touch turns to gold anyway. How could I ever lose? How could I ever lose? As long as I'm lost with you. From the cradle to the grave, some people search the world, seeking someone who'll say that their heart has been hurt, even if you never said a word. Without opening your mouth, I know exactly what I've heard. You don't leave any doubt. How could I ever lose? How could I ever lose? As long as I'm lost with you. These troubled tides got me turning around. Don't know where I'm going or what I'll do. The only time that I feel alright, when I feel alright, is when I'm with you. Oh, you. Oh, you. How could I ever lose? How could I ever lose? How could I ever lose? As long as I'm lost with you. Thank you.
All right, so we really only have time for one more. We're going to keep it with an eye. Should do the rainbow one. I think people would like it. All right, we have to have a meeting because we have time for one more song, but two more songs on the list. And what'd you say? Oh, okay. You guys have a program. Which one would you rather hear? I mean, I've been trying to learn as many Muppet songs as I can lately, so that's the one I'd vote for. You're cool with it? Okay. Muppets, Muppets. Okay.
Muppets versus U2.
Yeah. It probably hasn't happened before. I don't know. Maybe the Muppets should, or the U2 should go on the Muppets, and then, yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Like I said, I have been trying to learn as many Muppet songs as possible because they're just so good. But I want to thank you all for being here tonight. This has been really, really special. And everything here at the World Chess Hall of Fame ends up being very special, I think, because Brian curates such a wonderful series. But we are treated so well and made to feel so welcome. and I know you are as well. So thank you for choosing to share your evening with us. And I hope that we'll get to see you all again soon. I'm around St. Louis quite a bit, as I know Steve and Eric are, and we often play together. So we hope you'll come out and see us again. And okay, here we go. This is a song by Paul Williams and Kenneth Asher. And hope you enjoy it. Put you in the mood.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, or have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet song that called the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. I know it's what I'm to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Da 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 da.
Steve Schenkel, Eric Stiller. Thank you very much, everybody.
Erin Bode, everybody. Once again, thanks to Rex and Jenny St. Phil. Come back next Wednesday. We got Matt Jordan. In November, we got Louis York. And then in December, I'm doing the Christmas show. You might want to come to these. All right. Be blessed, you guys.